David here from Guitaria Music Tuition, and today we're going to learn about the parts on the guitar. So I've got my two guitars here. I've got an acoustic guitar and I've got my electric guitar. So let's start with the acoustic guitar. So at the top here we have the head or the headstock. On the side of the guitar we have the tuning pegs. So we have 3 on the one side and we have 3 on the other side. Then here we have the nut or the top nut. This is what the strings slot into. Then we have these metal bars that run across. So these are called frets. So this is your first fret, this is your second fret, this is your third fret, and so on and so on. Guitars typically have between 20 and 24 frets. Then the wood that the frets are on is called the fretboard. Then on the back of the guitar we have the neck of the guitar. The main part here, what you hold, is called the body. Then down here we have the bridge. That's what the strings sit on. And here we have the string pegs. So these hold the strings in on an acoustic guitar. Here we have this little black plate, so this is called the scratch plate. It doesn't really do much, but it does stop the body of the guitar from getting scratched, and it's a nice little design element on the guitar as well. Then at the bottom here we have a strap button, and then most guitars have something called fret inlays. So these dots here, we have a dot on the 3rd fret, we have a dot on the 5th fret, we have one on the 7th fret, the 9th fret, we have 2 on the 12th fret, we have 1 on the 15th fret, on the 17th fret, and that's it on this guitar. If you have more frets, then you may have some more dots on the higher frets. So you might also see some dots on the side, on the equivalent frets to the dots on the fretboard. Okay, then in the middle of the guitar we have the sound hole. So this is what produces the sound on an acoustic guitar. So moving on to the electric guitar then, the parts are virtually the same as an acoustic guitar, but there are a few additional extra parts. So we also have the headstock or the head of the guitar. We have the 3 tuning pegs either side on some electric guitars, but on other guitars like this, we do have 6 pegs all in a row. So we also have the top nut or the nut on the guitar, we have the frets, we have the fretboard, we have the neck, the body. This is the bridge on an electric guitar. So this particular guitar doesn't have a scratch plate, but some electric guitars do have a scratch plate. We have in the middle something called pickups. So these are the magnets that pick up the sound of the strings when it's plugged into an amp. On this guitar we have 2 humbucker pickups. So we have one near the bridge and then we have one near the neck. So this is called the bridge pickup and this is called the neck pickup. Some electric guitars have different pickup configurations. So on this particular guitar we have a humbucker near the bridge, we have a middle single coil pickup, and then we have a humbucker pickup near the neck. So a single coil looks like this middle one, and a humbucker is 2 singles together like this. Okay, so we have here the pickup switch. So this switch changes between the magnets or the pickups in the middle of the guitar. So this particular guitar has a 3-way switch. All the way down is the bridge pickup. In the middle is a combination of the bridge and the neck pickup together. All the way up is the neck pickup. Whichever one is selected will give you a different sound. So the bridge pickup is quite a bright sounding pickup. The middle one is a little more thin sounding, sounds a little bit more twangy, so that would be quite suitable for, say, funk music. And all the way up is the neck pickup. That gives you a more warm, bassy sounding tone. Okay, so we have the volume control. So all the way down, it just cuts out the sound when you're plugged into an amp. Turn it all the way up to give you the full volume of the guitar. Halfway, we'll just lower the volume. So here then we have the tone control. So generally you want to keep this on full to give you the best tone. But if you turn it down, it makes everything sound a little bit more monotone. There's less clarity in the notes. So generally we keep this control up. So here then we have the jack socket. So this is what a guitar lead would plug into. Now on some guitars it's here on the bottom side. Some guitars it's in the body. And then here we have a strap button and then here we have another strap button. So you'd put one end of the guitar strap here and the other end here. So we also have fret inlays. Now every guitar is different. Some will have dots. On this particular one it has birds. This one has a nice floral pattern. Some will have squares or diamonds. So each guitar can be a little different. Some guitars do have extra tone or volume controls for the different pickups. So just have a look at your guitar. It generally says on the control if it's volume or tone. If it doesn't, just experiment to see if it's a volume or a tone control. So on some guitars we have what's called a whammy bar or a tremolo arm, which is just here. What this does is when you push it down, it lifts up the bridge. Now not all guitars have one of these, but just have a look on your guitar to see if you have one or not. So thanks for watching, and I hope you found this useful, and I'll see you in the next video.